Not good news at all at the present moment. No rains at all. We could be facing a day zero for Gauteng.
Yeah, Tony, that certainly sounds very dire, and today will be a stark reminder that it's going to be a very dry and hot day. We have a high fire danger warning over a large part of South Africa, so to use water sparingly is certainly not being overcautious. Today we're expecting already, it's been warm overnight over the northern parts of the country. It's partly cloudy right now in Gauteng, but it's going to become very hot this afternoon. In the south, though, there's a cold front that's moving across the Eastern Cape at the moment. It's bringing very windy conditions to the PE region today, together with some light rain as well. This is our rain forecast for the rest of today. Rain starting to clear in the Overberg. There is still a low risk of rain there this morning. Rainy conditions along the south coast, and then we're expecting another front to move in later on towards the evening, bringing some more rain to the southern parts of South Africa. Rain will set in along the KZN coastline during the late afternoon, and there's also a possibility of some thunderstorms to develop against the escarpment areas of Mpumalanga and KZN during this afternoon. Now, as I mentioned, heatwave conditions still in effect today over the northern parts of South Africa. Today is the last day of the heatwave, with some cooling expected tomorrow, but this results in an extremely high fire danger. It's going to become very windy this afternoon over the central parts of South Africa, even in Gauteng, and together with temperatures in the upper 30s, it will be extremely dangerous, with a possibility of runaway fires. Gale force west to southwesterly winds are expected along the coastline between Plettenberg Bay up to Coffee Bay, and that will be later on this afternoon as a result of the cold front moving eastwards. Now let's take a look at some of the temperatures for this afternoon. 42 degrees in the forecast for Phalaborwa, 34 in Mbombela, where it will become partly cloudy, Ermelo with a maximum of 32 degrees, 38 in Mahikeng, and 37 expected in Pretoria. It will be hot in the Free State as well, with 31 degrees in Bethlehem, slight cooling expected in Bloemfontein already, Vryheid with thunderstorms and a high of 32 degrees, Ladysmith up to 35, but it will be cooler with rain later on in Pietermaritzburg. Rain sets in during the course of the afternoon along the KZN coastline, with winds becoming fresh out of the south. Very strong winds along the Eastern Cape coast, especially this afternoon, with average wind speeds of 55 kilometers per hour in PE. There's a 1.5 meter southeasterly swell near Durban, but wave heights will be higher further west. Over the southern interior, it will be cool today. We're expecting light rain this morning in Oudtshoorn and Somerset East, with maximums up to 21 degrees in Robertson this afternoon. Strong southwesterly winds, average speeds between 40 and 50 kilometers per hour from Mossel Bay eastwards, and that kicks up a 4.5 meter southwesterly swell. The western interior will be cool as well, with 18 in Sutherland, 24 degrees in Carnarvon, Uppington warming up to a high of 28, 22 degrees in a very windy Alexander Bay today. Strong southerly winds expected along the west coast this afternoon. Cape Town's wind speeds up to 35 kilometers per hour, together with a 3.5 meter southwesterly swell. On Tuesday, there's a risk of thunderstorms in Gauteng and on the Highveld, together with rain and much cooler conditions in the Lowveld, as well as KwaZulu-Natal. Cape Town with a high of 22 degrees. And on Wednesday, still a possibility of thunderstorms on the Highveld, maximums much more bearable in Gauteng. That's all from the Weather Centre, and I'll have more weather during the course of the morning.